All right, it is April 23rd, 2021, and we had another uptrend day. It looked like prices from yesterday were moving in this larger channel. We got some congestion near the top of that, and then it was evident that we were actually in this channel, this steeper channel, and then that channel flattened out a little, and then we had a spike up into this congestion that lasted till the end of the day. I really only saw this one blue trade, which I actually posted a video of. Everything else looked aggressive to me, but really, it's one of those days that if you stayed with the trend, you should have been fine. So let's take a look. I don't think this will take too long. I feel like I did a pretty thorough analysis and couldn't really come up with more. So I looked at this trend line. This swing came near this, and then here there was some congestion, so I drew it off here. And if you were looking at that, I didn't see this. Maybe I wasn't able to watch this live, but if you were looking at that and you saw this, which is also like a failed breakout, is what I would say, because we also have what's this support line? So if you see that, it looks like there's some support here. I would say right there. Yeah, and that looks like a failed breakout. And we got some congestion here, so it's like a failed breakout of that. So if you're looking at that and it goes near this trend channel, the bottom of this trend channel, I like that. So yeah, you might have looked at that. But other than that, I don't see anything here. You get a break of this channel and a higher low. So maybe you would look at that. I did have that marked earlier, but I took it away. I was like, man, this is congestive. I'll put that there. So anyway, we get this spike up. You get a first entry, failed second entry short. I'm marking it as aggressive because it's pretty far from the EMA, but it is off this channel. Some really aggressive people might be going long here on this first entry, but that's going into the highs. So overnight highs, so I don't know about that. Failed second entry short off the trend channel though, right there. That moves into some congestion, very tight congestion. We come down here. You don't get a higher low here, but you do get one here. And I'm gonna mark this aggressive because look at this tight congestion. That closes at the top of that. So maybe you would wait for it to break higher, which took 3 bars. So at that point, I don't think you would probably be entering here, but maybe you would wait and enter on a limit order. And then we get this leg up. I guess you could look at this as a double bottom, first entry, second entry, no good signal bar though. And unfortunately, I don't see how I could personally enter here either. I'd probably have yeah, I don't see how you could really enter that. Unfortunately, it bounces off the EMA though. And we get a perfect measured leg up. And some resistance here, and that's when we get this second entry long off the trend channel, off the EMA, just a perfect setup. Textbook entry, I say, in the video. Feel free to check that video out. And that leads us into some congestion, which leads to a break of that this trend channel, and we are expecting a move to an attempt at a new high. So here, I looked at it as a failed breakout. It's off the EMA as well. Only reason I marked it as aggressive is because I think this is like 4 ticks away from that. So yeah. Then we get a second entry long or a failed second entry short, as well as you could look at it as a second entry long. It's a bit congestive. That's why I marked it as aggressive. And this is still congestive too. It's still moving up though. And it looks like prices are moving off this midline. And then you get another second entry long, but this looks congestive. But it does end up working. And here, This is a third entry long, first entry, second entry, third entry, but it looks to me like one leg, two legs back. And that's why I marked that. I was too timid. I didn't take this trade. It would have worked out though. Um, and at this point, it looks like congestion to me uh, across these lows. And at this point, you can draw your highs right here. So then we get this failed breakout. I really like this. And I entered on a limit order here because it's 9 ticks and I wanted it to stay within my risk tolerance. And this turned out to be a good trade too. Failed breakout. So that's what I saw today. Pretty quick, straightforward. Just another uptrend day. I hope everyone has a good weekend, and I'll be back next week.